morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Saturday morning and ain't God good and won't he do it? Oh yes he will, oh yes he will. I know my children probably saying, Mr. Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You said the same thing every Saturday morning. I'm gonna say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, other day I talked to my nephew. My nephew said, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew. What's up, nephew? Uncle Andrew. I got a problem, Uncle Andrew. Nephew, you always got a problem. Uncle Andrew, you need to stop playing, Uncle Andrew. Uncle Andrew, seriously, Uncle Andrew. Uncle Andrew, what if I'm a failure, Uncle Andrew? I said, what? What if I'm a failure, Uncle Andrew? I said, but what if you're not a failure? What if you're not a failure, nephew? But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, or Instagram. Look for the animated black man with a white beard smiling and profiling and finally realizing, I think y'all trying to size me up, right? Look, my nephew, sometimes, you know how children are sometimes, right? You know, when they have some new beginnings and they feel that they can't walk into the new beginnings without, they're nervous. I guess the anticipation is real when it comes to fruition and stuff. You're like, man, tick tock, what am I going to do? And we all have doubts about some things, right? He said, man, what if I don't do this? What if I don't do that, right? Like I told my nephew, go learn your craft and do what you got to do. Uncle Andrew, well, what if I'm a failure, Uncle Andrew? So, nephew, but what if you're not? What if you're not, nephew? What if you go in there, nephew, and you knock it out the park? You go in there and you do what you want to do. Nephew, but by the way, nephew, I said, what do you want to be? Uncle Andrew, I want to be a mechanical engineer. You got them kind of skills, nephew? Huh? What you say, Uncle Andrew? You heard what I said. Do you have them kind of skills? Uncle Andrew, I don't know. Nephew, I said, nephew, stop doubting yourself. If you want to be a mechanical engineer, nephew, that's what you can become. You want to become an astronaut, that's what you can become. Whatever you put your mind to it, nephew, and you stay on that path, you can do it. I guarantee you that. Uncle Andrew, why do you always encourage me, Uncle Andrew? So why should I encourage you, nephew? Why shouldn't I? Nephew, you have a lot of untapped potential. You got the brain because it showed in your school where you forced your GPA. Your GPA is like a 4.3. Yeah, that's what Uncle Andrew, And you want to know what mine was? No, Uncle Andrew, you never told me, Uncle Andrew. What was your GPA? 0.3. Uncle Andrew, you need to quit playing. No, nephew, nephew, you're right. I think it was a 0.1. 9999. He just started laughing. I said, nephew, anything you want to put your mind to, nephew, you can do it. Remove all the doubt. If just say you go for the mechanical engineering and things don't pan out, you win. And God has something that's better for you. Nephew, I've seen a lot of people, nephew, go to school for one thing and become great at something else. Like my daughter Madison, your cousin. She went to school to become a dermatologist, and when she got to school, she said this ain't what she wanted to be. She started with something totally different. While she was in high school, learning that craft. When she went to college, she had to learn a little bit more, go in depth into that skill set. And plus, I think it took about 8, 9, 10 years to be before the dermatologist had to learn a lot of different things. She said she didn't. Said it wasn't for her, so she changed. I said, man, that's smart, baby. That's smart. So what do you mean, Daddy? I said, well, you had a chance. This didn't fit what you wanted, but you had the courage to say, you know what? I'm gonna go a different direction. But be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing, that is going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's the what if guarantee. What if, nephew? What if you add God to your diet? I guarantee you, nephew, you're gonna become that mechanical engineer or something else. You might become a doctor, nephew. You might have to operate on me. I might be in a I don't know, a depression state. You might have to get me out of my hole. Uncle Andrew, you need to stop playing, Uncle Andrew. I said, nephew, I'm not playing, nephew. As you get older, things seem to change. I could get depressed about anything. I could get depressed about you not becoming a mechanical engineer. Uncle Andrew, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. I want you to have success. I want you to be the best that you can possibly be. But in order to do that, nephew, you got to put your work in, nephew. When you go to college, nephew, you're going to have so many temptations that are around you. You're going to say, ooh, should I study? Should I study on something else? I'm just saying, nephew, like say, hey, shoot, man, if you got a scholarship, Don't waste your time, nephew. Like I said, that temptation will always be there, nephew. And we always gonna be tempted, nephew. Even when you go and you succeed and become a mechanical engineer and you have your own business, nephew, you're gonna have a lot of things that start coming your direction. You gotta be able to say, hey, this ain't for me. Uncle Andrew warned me about you. I'm just saying, Uncle Andrew. I said, what's up, nephew? Uncle Andrew, do you really believe in me like that, Uncle Andrew? Yeah, I believe in you. I believe in all my nieces and nephews and my cousin and everybody nephew. That's when they're going through what they're going through and when they're trying to better themselves. I believe in you. Even when sometimes you may doubt yourself. Nephew, let me tell you something, nephew. What's that, Uncle Andrew? I've doubted myself before. Uncle Andrew, you gotta quit playing. You ain't never doubted. You always had the courage and you had the GPS to do what you want to do. So that's a double negative, nephew. Double negative. It took me some time to get to where I'm at. Because I had to go through a lot of things, nephew, to be me, to be the man that I am. You know, you got to deal with a lot of nonsense. See, I am a finished product, nephew. I'm finished product, so I can direct you. So when you see those certain things coming to your doorstep, you know what? No, said, lock the door. Uncle Andrew warned me about this situation right here. Lock the door and don't exit until that situation is gone. You get it, nephew? Yeah, I gotta get Uncle Andrew. Uncle Andrew, you're a wise man. Uncle Andrew. What's up, nephew? He said, Uncle Andrew, how come you're not president of the United States? I said, well, nephew, right now, nephew, the era we're in right now, nephew, they don't want intelligent people in the White House. I'm just saying. I'm for the people. I'm for everybody. I'm for everybody to have success, nephew. Because if I'm running the country, nephew, I'm going to make sure that everybody has a roof over their head. Everybody has some food in their stomach. Everybody are working productively. I don't care if you're a trash guy to your CEO. Everybody's important. Everybody's important. The money doesn't make you more important than the man who's making $1 a day. That's just me. That's how I would rule, nephew. So nephew, you got anything you want to have? No, Uncle Andrew. I know, Uncle Andrew. I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna become that mechanical engineer or something better than that, Uncle Andrew. I'm gonna own my own business. Now you're talking, nephew. He just started smiling and stuff. He's Uncle Andrew. What's up, nephew? Uncle Andrew. I love you, Uncle Andrew. And Uncle Andrew loves you too. That ain't nephew. Uncle Andrew. That's it, Uncle Andrew. I love you, Uncle Andrew. I love you. Uncle Andrew, I see you, Uncle Andrew. It's just you like that fire inside of me. Yeah, nephew, I'm a fire starter. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure that you do what you gotta do, nephew. And when you don't do what you gotta do, nephew, we're gonna have that serious conversation. I'm not gonna beat you down. I'm gonna build you up to make you go a different direction. That's why I love you, Uncle Andrew. That's what he told me. So, like I said, good people, talk to your children, talk to the youth that's in your group or in your neighborhood, so you can help them become better. Sometimes they be straddling the fence. They don't know which way to go. The GPS is kind of like it's a redirect. It's just buffering. You reset it for them. That's what we're here for, right? So, like I said, with that being said, dear Lee Crab, this is my podcast. If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God